What's up, folks? This is part 3 of my custom Combaticons. And mentioned in the first 2 videos that I was doing them in an order from the legs to the arms to the main torso to Bruticus. And since I did Brawl and Swindle, Brawl being the left leg and then Swindle being the right leg, the same I'm going to do with the arm bots. Vortex was the left arm, so we'll start with him. I did a lot of considerations for what base bot I wanted to use for the Vortex mold, and I was tossing between the Transformers movie by Michael Bay. I wanted to use Blackout because I like that mold as far as the helicopter is concerned, but not so much the robot mode. So I was divvying across what I wanted to use. So I decided on this mold. Instead, I decided to use a Transformers Energon bulkhead, and here he is. I made only a few modifications to him. Other than that, he's pretty much the same as if he was taken out of the box. And I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do with him, so I just ad-libbed and worked my magic, as my wife says, since I started making customs, and this is the end result. And for some reason, the blades on this figure are bent all the time, even when I took them out of the box. It's ridiculous. No matter how much I straighten them out, they still sag a little bit. Why is beyond me. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, on to it. I tried to make him as cartoon accurate as far as the paint scheme is concerned to Vortex, but still give him a little bit of a new flair. Looks pretty good. I'm very impressed and happy with the way he came out. And I like all the molded in detailing of this particular figure. And another gentleman who made a custom Bruticus used this mold, and that's what inspired me to give it a shot and see what I could do with it. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's get on to the transformation. I usually take the helicopter blades off. It just makes it a little bit easier. It just pegs into the top. And then also one of the mods I made was the removable tail section. And one of the main reasons I made it this way is mainly for Bruticus transformation. And it just makes it so much easier. So we'll just put that aside for the time being. You can keep it on in robot mode if you choose. I choose to remove it. Anyway, what you do is there's a notch here and it plugs in. Pop it loose. Like this. There you go. Attaches right there, which I thought was pretty cool to keep it from coming apart. And then I usually fold these out a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, and you fold the leg down like this, and then you fold these down here, missile pods, and you turn the waist around like so, and then turn the legs this way inward, and you just fold in the wheels like that, and you just turn it like that. Here's the feet. Okay, and then with the guns, you let's see, take these, separate these first. These will be the arms, and what you do is you hold these back up and you turn these out like this, and you just fold them up like so, and just fold it down like this. I wish there was a way to make these actually turn like this way, left and right, instead of just up and down, but it'll do, just like so, and then fold it down. They become side skirts, so to speak. And then what you do is you fold this down, you fold this in, take the nose, fold it up, and then you pop the head up, because the head sometimes sticks, just like that. And you fold this up like so, and this becomes the torso, and pops the head up, like you see there. Okay, and then you take these and just mold it around the back here. I just leave them like this. They're much easier to work with this way. And you just, what you do is you push them forward like this on a hinge, because they're on a double hinge. You go like this, and then you push it as far in as you can. That's how I do it. Same thing on the other side. Double hinge. I hate these things. They're so damn stiff. Just like this. Okay. There we go. Much better. Same thing on the other side. This one sticks out a little bit. Push it in and down like that. Push this together like this. And then what you do is you fold these, accordion these in like this, both sides, pop it in place. There's a little notch and peg. Same thing on the other side, just like this. And then you just bring down, turn the arm like this, bring it down, and then you open the forearm like that, and then you turn the little gun inside and then close the hatch, and there you go, you got a fist. Same thing on the other side. There you go, just like that. Make sure it's pegged in, the arm down, fist. Same thing with the other side, arm down, fist. There you go. Okay. Now, the head, bring the head all the way up, like so. There's the head. I'm going to raise this up just a bit. And there's Vortex. Pretty much him. And then what I do is just, you put the blades back on. And just like so. Like that right there. And I leave them like that. Vortex. He came out pretty well, and I like the way he came out. I gave him a different head. The head looked funky, so I decided to get rid of it altogether. And when I had made Swindle, I got rid of the head, which is the Roadbuster head, and I had to put a ball joint on the shoulders here, and I used the Roadbuster head for Vortex's new cranium, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty close to Vortex. Got the visor and faceplate stuff, and I thought that was a pretty cool touch. And it looks pretty good for this mold. It looks really nice on it. I also gave him a little rifle, custom rifle for him, stuff, and I think he turned out pretty good. Overall, Vortex is not one of my favorites per se, but he's cool. He's definitely cool. I think some of the other bots were more my favorites other than him. But overall, I used a lot of purple, as you can see, gray. I did a dry brushing of silver to show wear in the shoulders, like weathering details and stuff, as I wanted all the Combaticons to be worn and weathered to match Bruticus's look. But I think he turned out pretty badass and on the same, and he is pretty freaking posable. I do like the way he is posable, and but because I don't transform the figures very much, he's very stiff, and but he looks really good. I'm very happy with the way he came out. Looks pretty badass. Definitely one of the nicer ones in the group so far, but I really think that the next two in line are probably some of my favorites besides Brawl. But I'm going to keep this video short so I can make room for the others. But I wanted you to see what he looked like, and I hope you enjoy the video so far, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Take care, everybody.